Hello and welcome to another episode of Trains App, and today I'm at York, and there goes 91106 that brought me in from Peterborough. I've been to York plenty of times before, absolutely love this station, it's just busy permanently, always things going on, and has a National Railway Museum, so it's another tick. The ride down here was so bumpy. Anyway, this service is off to Newcastle. That was 82217. Just trading that. Probably going to go onto all sorts of different platforms and see what's going on. The station's been redone since I was last here. I like it though. It's nice. At first when I pulled in, I didn't think I was at York because it's changed so much. But yeah, well, you got two cross-country voyages there. That's off. The one facing towards me is off to Newcastle. That one is off to, I have no idea. Off to somewhere, but the other one's off to Newcastle. Yes, what else do we have? Looks like we have a first Transpennine Express departing. (185-126), and behind me is, well, here is 152.05 that double-headed up with another 150 unit. We're going to Leeds. Well, it's coming from Leeds and it will go to Leeds. Looks like this one could be triple heading up, I'm not too sure. But we've got 150-210 that's partnered up with. I don't think it is going to triple head. In fact, oh God, I'm cold. I doubt it will. It's 150-220 there, also going off to Leeds. Yeah. There's 144-003 coming in from Sheffield. And there is 158-909 that's come from Blackpool. And behind there is 185-114 with the service off to Manchester Airport. And there's a 1410 Grand Central service off to Sunderland. 423-468. With 43467 trailing. Now departing is the 1410 Grand Central service to Sunderland.
First class accommodations at the rear of the train.
Right, there's 185-137 off to Newcastle. There is 43-316. Will be a service off to London King's Cross only once it departs from York. Now approaching is the East Coast train service off to Edinburgh. So Bobby Robson. Out of Bartings 185-114 to Manchester Airport. Is the East Coast train service to Edinburgh. And also departing is East Coast HST service with the now non-stopping service to London King's Cross. With 43,295 trading that unit, and the DVT for this one is $82,204. That was 144003 off to Sheffield, making one hell of a noise. And now departing is 1508 Northern Rail service to Blackpool North, with 158909 leading proceedings. Then we've got a cross-country HST pulling in. 43,384.
Please stand clear. A big broken train comes to the back platform. Please stand well clear.
The non-stopping service. I wasn't expecting to see a cross-country HST at York. We have 43,285 trailing. The service there won't be anyone alighting at this station as it's currently sitting at a red. The service isn't in use, so no one can get on or off. It literally is just waiting at a red light. As the HST purrs in the background, we have a Northern Rail service coming in. It just crept forward. Anyway, we have 158,753 coming in. Now the HST cross country is leaving. Passing through EWS coal train 66003. There's 158872. service from Hull. First Trans Pennine Express service off to Manchester with 158121. Also sitting here at York we have two DRS Class 20s. We have 308 and 305 with what I can only assume is some sort of plough that's sitting next to it as well. I don't know what that's used for. I'm going to assume it is used for clearing sort of debris and snow off the line. I can't see any other use for it. And over there was 158 140 with a service off to Newcastle. 185, not 158. 185 121 is now departing off to Manchester. And in the background there is a cross-country Voyager. Two 22007. And this is a cross-country service to Aberdeen. In the distance there was GBRF 66713. Hauling a mixture of Freightliner and GBRF stock. Now departing is the cross-country service off to Aberdeen, and approaching is the 1530 East Coast train service to London King's Cross. With AC2 230 leading the way. And now departing is the 1530 East Coast train service to London King's Cross. Calling at Doncaster, Newark Northgate, Peterborough and London King's Cross. And approaching is the 1535 East Coast train service to Newcastle. 9 trailing. This can't be right. Well, either way, we've got 43,311 coming in. Ah, never mind. This is a unannounced service. It was terminating here. Okay, this one is completely unannounced. I had no idea it was turning up. Now coming into the first Trans-Pennine Express service to Liverpool Lime Street. (185,113). Departing is 2:20:18 with the service up to Reading. Well, there's 43,299 that was trailing the HST service. That is the 15:35 service up to Newcastle. That is the first Trans-Pennine Express service that's off to Liverpool Lime Street. The first Trans-Pennine Express service went over there was off to Scarborough, my apologies. I'll get them numbers of that first Trans-Pennine Express when it departs. So I had no idea this HST unit was turning up. This should be the 15:35 off to Newcastle. Indeed it is. (91,121). As you can see on that HST, it's going to struck a bird at some point. And trailing is 82,223. In fact, you know what? Forget everything I say about this place sometimes. That service that was off to Scarborough wasn't off to Scarborough. That was off to Liverpool Lime Street. That first Trans-Pennine Express service next to me isn't even in service. It's either that, or the announcers here at York haven't got a bloody clue what they're doing. Anyway, let's try and not get myself further confused. Right, now let's just see what we've got going on here. It could have been that I was completely wrong in the first place. Right, I was wrong. 185,119 is off to Liverpool. The other 185 was off to Scarborough, just wasn't announced. and that other one over there is not in service. So there we are. After all that confusion, I get myself sorted out by being proved wrong again. At least it's not raining. Makes a pleasant change here. I'm going as the not in service First Trans-Pennine Express, incoming as a cross-country Voyager. That First Trans-Pennine Express is 185110. This is a service off to Newcastle. 220.019. We've got a double-headed cross-country Voyager departing. 221.137. Off to Exeter St David's with 220.001. The very first. Approaching with another East Coast HST. Yeah, the zoom function on this isn't overly good. I think I'll just stick with it as it is. Yeah, this is 43313 that I saw in Peterborough. With 43302 trailing. And that was a Freightliner 66 in the background, but I completely missed what it was. And sneaking up behind me was 82209 with the service off to King's Cross. Didn't expect that one to turn up at all. Right, speeding through is 185107 with the service off to Manchester Airport. And departing is 82209, leading the East Coast train service to London King's Cross. It's a non-stopping service from here straight to London. With 91.122 trailing. And soon to depart will be 43299 with a return service from York to London St Pancras. 42311 trailing. In the distance we have two trains approaching. We have one First Trans-Pennine Express and then a Northern Rail service. Right, then we have 185139 with a terminating service here, and 142071 with a terminating service to Northern Rail. And now departing is a cross-country Voyager. This is a service off to Reading. (220.028). Now departing from Northern Rail is a 3-car 158 unit. (158.753). The service up to Blackpool North. And the second 158 unit for Northern Rail is now departing for Blackpool North. Two-car set. (158.872). Sorry, it's not to Blackpool North, it's up to Hull. Right, that's the end of part 1. Thank you all for watching. If you have liked this, then please like and subscribe, and I shall see you all in part 2.